All right, back with part 2. So, let's jump right into it. But before we do that, well, if you're first watching this for some reason and you haven't watched part 1 that was released yesterday, go watch it, then come back, because I'm not going through that whole intro again. Just go watch that one, then come back, and you'll see the second part of the collection. So, before we get into it, remember to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell. And also comment. Like I said yesterday, comment. And like I said, share it with other comic book people who know what they're talking about to give me some advice. So here's why do I keep saying episode? Here's issue number 48. Vultures on the cover. I think this is the first time, at least in the ones I have, where vultures on the cover. Maybe it was on a really early one, but this is the first time. And yeah, so again, I mean, considering the age, looks like it's in pretty decent shape. Got some ticks. Here is issue number 49. Both Craven the Hunter and Vulture are on the cover this time, so this is a big one. Yeah. And these are all 12 centers, so I think they're considered Silver Age. I think the Gold Age is like 40s, maybe 50s. Then we have issue number 50. Looks like Spider-Man's walking away from, or Peter Parker is done with being Spider-Man. Or, we've seen that in the movies where he's done with being Spider-Man and then it's like, no, you're not. So, and here in issue number 51, we have the first appearance of Kingpin on the cover. So that's pretty good. And again, I mean, other than a few ticks on the spine and a little wear and tear on the top and bottom, there's no like major damage. So, and I know people also press the comics to make them a little cleaner and then get them graded. So here we have issue number 52. Looks like Spider-Man and J. Jonah Jameson have gotten themselves in some little trouble. Yeah, there's a little, I mean, looks like the bottom has more damage than the top. Then there's a little, like, scrape on the cover. And we have issue 53. Looks like Doc Ock's back. So, again, a few ticks on the top cover and spine, but nothing crazy. We have 54. Looks like Doc Ock's attacking Aunt May. Got a few ticks on the side and a little corner damage on the top and bottom. So here I have two of these, issue number 55. Doc Ock wins. So, not sure what that means, but so. Both these copies are pretty good. I mean, I think this one's a little better. The one I just showed you. This one has a little more damage on the top, I think. So I'm wondering if maybe like the guy who gave it to my dad, went out and bought doubles of the ones he really liked. I don't know. Or maybe who knows? But issue 56, another Doc Ock. So this one's pretty good. Issue 57. Kazar. Not sure who that is. Normal, I mean, again, I don't really know. 58. Looks like J. Jonah Jameson's in some kind of suit. Some kind of Iron Man suit looking thing. Okay. Oh. So here it looks like we have issue 59. Looks like this might be the first appearance of Mary Jane on the cover. So that's pretty cool. Issue 60. I think that's Kingpin on the cover. And then issue 61. I think this is the first cover with Gwen Stacy. Yeah, man, Spider-Man was a player. So we just saw Mary Jane on the cover. What the hell, Spider-Man? So issue 62, we have Medusa on the cover. First appearance of Medusa on the cover, at least. I don't. This is cool because, like, I didn't even know Medusa was appeared in Spider-Man at all. So, and we have Vulture, issue number 63, Wings in the Night. Issue 65, Escape Impossible. Spine has a bunch of ticks on it. And there's a little tearing and stuff. So then, not sure what happened to issue 66, but we have issue 67. You know, maybe back then, like if you didn't get the comic books that month, they were gone and you couldn't ever get them again. Which I guess is how it's done now. I mean, unless it's not a sought after comic. You know, it's just you either get that issue when it drops or you don't get it at all. So, And we got issue 68, Crisis on Campus. So these were all, yeah, these were all right around like the civil rights movement. So, I'm sure they dealt with some of those issues, especially if you're writing books and publishing them every month. Wasn't that 69? Yeah, that was 68. Now we jump to 79. Prowl no more. Not sure what that is, but ooh, this one's a 15 center. So interesting. This one's a 12 center. And this one's a 15 center. So they were like a year apart. So I guess something they changed and went up 3 cents. Wouldn't you love stuff to just go up 3 cents now? When they go up in price, that doesn't happen. So now we're into later issues. Really weird. I don't know why, but for some reason these aren't bagged and boarded. I have to get bags and boards for these. But here we have issue 371. And here you could see this is after the newsstand. Well, this is, I think this may have come out in the 90s. They came out with this one. Not sure. But yeah, this is a newsstand edition, to tell. Because it looks like I have some other ones that have other writing on them. And we have issue 375, which is the 30th anniversary of Amazing Spider-Man #1. So that's pretty cool. And we got Venom on the cover, so then we have issue 378. This is another newsstand, and it's Maximum Carnage. Another 378. So this looks like it was a 14-part series. But for some reason, whoever got these didn't really care about the series and just picked up random issues. Unless maybe these were sort of like just picked up from a dollar bin or something. One of those long boxes. Then we have this was a mailing one, it looks like. Direct edition number 7 of 14. It's issue 379. And then we have this one, which I couldn't really find in any of the catalogs, but it's clearly older because it's 25 cents, but it is king size The Amazing Spider-Man number 5, king size special. So it's clearly not issue number 5 because the price is more than issue 20. So, but unless it is, and it's just more because it's a bigger book. You know, it's like 2 comics in one, but I don't know. If anyone knows, let me know. I mean, because it is in the older style, and I don't know. So here we have a reprinting Marvel Milestone Edition. It's a reprinting of Amazing Spider-Man number 1. So this one's actually really cool because the Fantastic Four are on the cover of this one. I mean, obviously this isn't the original number 1, but I don't know. And this one's in pretty good condition. And then we have another Marvel Milestone Edition of Amazing Fantasy number 15. So this is the first ever, this is the comic that Spider-Man was introduced. Amazing Fantasy 15. But obviously this is a reprint, so it's not the same one. But that one's worth a lot of money. But yeah, so that's my that's the Amazing Spider-Man collection. The whole thing. If you've stuck around this long and you haven't watched part 1, I don't know why. I told you in the beginning to go watch part 1 first, but what can I tell you? But they're like 50 books, 50 Spider-Man books in here. It's weird. He has, my dad's friend gave him like everything from issue 25 to 68. Then he jumped to 79. And then he jumped to a few issues in 300s. So I'm not sure what was going on there, but you know, I'm not gonna read them because why start reading in the middle of the story? Just doesn't. I mean, judging by the condition, probably opening them up and reading them isn't gonna hurt their value, but I don't know. If I'm not starting at number one, it's kind of pointless. But that's it. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you're notified when more stuff like this comes up on my channel. More videos. I have a bunch of other comics. There might be other comics, somewhere that I don't know about that I may come across one day, but the other ones aren't really any kind of like I wanted to separate this because this one had so many issues of the same comic. So that's why I did that. I mean, the Amazing Fantasy reprint it's not the same as Amazing Spider-Man, but it's also Spider-Man. There are a few other, I think there's a couple of X-Men comics downstairs. There are a couple of other um, comics, Spider-Man comics, not Amazing Spider-Man, but like um, Spectacular Spider-Man and I think Web of Spider-Man or something. And then there are a couple of DC comics. So there are a bunch of variety, but not like not something that someone read. Like this, clearly someone was reading them and was going to the comic book store every week or wherever the supermarket. I mean, they didn't really, I don't think they really had comic book stores back then. They just had like, you got them at the supermarket, at the market, or, your convenience store, or whatever, your bodega. They had the racks. So that's, yeah, that's it. All right. So, yeah, I said like, subscribe, and comment already. So just check out the unusefulidiots.com. All right. Bye.